I'm having my camera sitting on the chair next to me. Oh, it's gonna be one of those days. Good morning, everybody. So first things first, beware of the hummingbird feeders behind me. I was told we had visitors while we were talking yesterday. So that's kind of cool. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Fortunate Creations. I'm Kim. This is a channel where we talk about everything to do with crafting and everything. So if you like amigurumi to weaving or anything in between, stick around. I think you're going to like it here. Plus, we have awesome people. It's a great place. You're amongst friends. You're in a good spot. And we do have a lot of fun here. So if I look a little bit tired this morning, and no, this is not a fake me. This is real me. I slept until 7:30 this morning. Let's process that for a minute. I missed half my day. I have been sleeping. So what happened was I kept going all day. Go, 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 whatever, go, go, go. And finally at like 8 o'clock last night, I was like, I am so tired. I actually went down. Now, I do not drink beer. I just don't. I don't like the flavor of it. But I went down and I sat with Mr. Fortunate for about 2 minutes. And he's like, you want a beer? I said, sure. I sipped it, and it was almost like that was the switch. I'm telling you, one sip, and I was like, I gotta go. I went upstairs, and Fritzy and I cuddled for a bit. Yeah, so it happened. Oh, it's a little breezier out. It wasn't breezier out this morning, or well, an hour ago. Uh, so I went and I took one of those sleep aids because I knew with the day I had, my brain wouldn't stop, so I could rest. So I took one little teeny, tiny little thing, and boom, out. Next thing I know, I hear the door slam, and he's leaving. I was like, whoa. Is that too loud? If that's bothering you guys, let me know. I can either take it down or I can move. So yeah, so that happened. Oh, good. All right. I just didn't want him to be too loud. Oh my goodness. So lots of great comments on my new rock garden. Yeah, boom, boom, out go the lights, and they sure did. Good thing Fritzy's very good about, going potty. He waits and waits until I'm, okay, good. So legit, you guys, this is my first cup of coffee. So I started doing the tutorial for the balloon animals. So I've got a few of the sections done. By doing this live every morning, I get out of the habit of how to edit. So it takes a minute. But I'm going to go ahead and finish that. And then I have to be to my daughter's around noon. She's going into the office tomorrow. So she wants to give the baby a bath, and she wants to, shower and pick out her outfit. And, she's like, I got to look good. I'm like, you always look good. She's so cute. So I'm going to head over there today for a little bit. And on the way there or back, there's a Lowe's and it is a big step, Karen. Yeah. She's just going to visit tomorrow. So she's actually bringing the baby with her. A week from today is her first full day back to work. So what else? Oh, I was in the craft room and my phone starts ringing. Now, I have specific ringtones for specific people. So if I don't hear that it's my daughter, I'll answer it or not. But something told me, get up and answer this one. So I get up, I find my phone, which is always a thing, and I answer it, and it was somebody with a question about entering something in the fair. My first one, I guess, I didn't even know. They put me up as the contact for any questions for entering items in the fair. So I got my first question. So it's actually an art teacher, and she is going to enter all of her students' projects, their final projects, in the fair. she's like, it sounds so exciting. And the kids, she is high school, so she's 9th through 12th grade. And the kids, she said the kids actually seemed excited. So I told her, now tell me if you guys think this is a good idea. I said to her, because at first I'm processing it, and I was like, wait, you're entering your kids, your student stuff. I said, could you please at least get a little note from each child saying that it's okay to enter their item in the fair? And the reason I'm thinking this is because the kid's name's going to go on it. So I don't just want to put, Jane Doe's name on this picture without her knowing. Because could you imagine a parent gets a call, hey, I see little Susie's picture at the fair and mom didn't know. So I told her, I said, just to be safe, let's go ahead and get a little note from the kids, maybe have an initial from the teacher, just like they do the permission slips for field trips. So I got talking to that teacher. She's so nice, So I was talking to her about how I was substituting and this and that. And she said, our school is in desperate need of substitute teachers. And it's right here. I mean, it's 6 or 7 minutes away from me. So I said to her, I said, could you please give me the number for the office and I will call and see if they need help this year into next. So I have the application. The lady was really excited when I called. I have the application and I'm going to fill it out and drop it off today or tomorrow. That'll be fine. Okay, what else, Fritzy? What else did we do? He's so cute. What else, baby? Did you get a good sleepy sleep too? Huh? He let me brush his teeth last night. Good boy. Yeah, that is much better than an hour away. I mean, I was getting up at 4 a.m. So this would be much better. So I will fill that out and drop it off. And I'm getting to the post office today. I've got to drop off the winnings from last night and pick up my Happy Mail that I know is there. I'm telling you that thing, if you don't have it, sign up for it, please. It's informed delivery. It tells you what's in your mailbox, so you don't have to go. Like my regular mailbox is about a half mile away, and my P.O. box for Fortunate Creations is in the village. So I can just check my mail every morning. It sends you a scan of what's in your box. Brilliant. I don't know if they just put a camera. I don't know how they do it, but it's brilliant, and I'm glad they did. So, yeah, Christina, I think it's going to be fun. It's close enough. It's right here. So, yeah, Ruth, I love it, especially with my P.O. box, because it'll tell me if there's a package waiting for me. And I know it's first world problems, but sometimes it's just too much to go park the car with him because he's got to come with me. Tuck him under my arm, carry him in the post office, 2 arms. Yeah. So at least then I know. I forgot last night and left that fountain. Wow. That was a weird word I couldn't get. I left that fountain on and it dried itself out, but it seems to be okay this morning. I filled it and plugged it back in. So. Oh, I need this coffee this morning. Oh, you have it for FedEx too? Maybe. Now, I get things from UPS that say, watch out for your package. So yeah, I think that's it. I also have the Amazon where you can just say, Alexa, where's my stuff? She'll tell you where it's coming. I like that. Trying to think. I got all this watered. I'm actually doing my to-do list in my head right now. So I got all these watered. They're looking perkier. Can you guys see that clematis? Look at these flowers. It's so pretty. I love that thing. So I took all the plants out of the greenhouse, and you'll see the, where is it? There. The planters on the railing. I think Fritz is about to bark at a squirrel. Sorry. So I have them all out. I think they're good enough now to where they don't need the greenhouse anymore. But let me show you what I made. So you guys remember when we did our book club and we looked through that gardening book? I just happen to have this in the kitchen that I was not using. So I put some moss in the bottom. Well, first I put a little bit of plastic in the bottom. Put some moss. I put some potting soil. And then these are portulaca seeds. So they're going to drape down like a waterfall off of this. And it's going to be really neat. So I think that's really, yeah. So those rail planters, thank you, Karen. The rail planters, I have about 30 of them because our deck is huge. And then we have the front deck as well. So the front deck fits. Now I have those and I have longer ones here. Let me show you the longer ones over there. You see the long ones over there and you see Fritz getting, what are you doing, Fritz? So those are the long ones that I have on the, let's see if I get right there. So the front deck will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 of those. So I have 10 for the front, and then I do 1 for each section of here. I don't have them all planted right now. I didn't have all my seeds that I normally do, but after this season, I will have my seeds back again. I will store them much better than I did last year. Make sure the river can't get them. Yeah, Christina, I love it because I sit up here and the flowers grow up and then the hummingbirds will come right to them. And it's just, this really is my hideaway. I do love it up here in my treehouse. What are you doing, Fritzy? He's soaking up. You guys ready? Mr. Prince, ready? Look at him. Hi, baby. What are you doing? Taking a sunbathe? That's awesome, Melissa. Thank you for pointing that out. Somebody, was it you that said it's around the 22-minute mark, right? That's really cool. So yeah, keep an eye out. I have to redo King Fritzy. Yes, he certainly is. He's got his little paws crossed. I can't. Yeah. So if you guys rewatch yesterday, somewhere around the 22-minute mark, there should be a hummingbird at that feeder. I love Fritzy too. Thank you. And he did let me brush his teeth yesterday. He was not all that happy about it, but he did let me. I did get in a treasure hunt yesterday. Not a ton of stuff as far as crafting and stuff like that, but I got some new shirts. Of course, that meant a load of laundry, but whatever. But I did get some new shirts, about 7 or 8 of them. I mean, they were everything for their color. These were the red tags. Red tags were half price. So I got, for like $2 a shirt. And I'm not easy on my clothing. So, oh, thank you, Karen. Thank you very much. So I did that. Oh, and I'm also very proud of myself. I did not drive through McDonald's and get French fries or chicken nuggets on the way home. It's such a bad habit. I know it's a bad habit. But if I'm hungry and it's right there and I'm like, you know what? So, but I didn't. I came home. I don't have my phone out here. So here's what happened. I came home and I'm hungry, right? So I have this thing where I'll take spaghetti, just regular spaghetti, and throw it in a pot, boil it up like regular, and then I just put that Ken's Italian dressing on it, the regular Ken's Italian, not the light, not the hearty, nothing, just a regular. And it's almost like a pasta salad. But then I'm like, well, I should have more than pasta because pasta really kind of hurts my stomach. So I don't eat a lot of it. So I turned around and there was a veggie platter that I forgot to bring to camp this weekend. So I took all the broccoli and I threw it in as it's boiling. So it's still in its initial boil. And then I'm like, well, there's tomatoes. I threw in all the tomatoes, boiled them up, threw in half the carrots. So I kind of had a cold spaghetti vegetable salad last night for dinner. It was actually fine. It wasn't too heavy. I didn't eat a lot of the pasta, but I ate a lot of the other stuff. So it's a good way to do a fridge dump, you know. And it's funny, on hot days like this, I crave vinegar or salad dressing or stuff like that. Maybe it's years and years of outdoor picnics while the weather's warm. I don't know. But so yeah, I'm sorry I'm a teensy bit off my game this morning, because seriously, normally I'm up by about 5 hours by now. And I've been up an hour and 15 minutes, and that is not normal for me. And I'm sitting here thinking, well, I did get up in time to make a huge mess. So behind me here are the sliders for the house. Let me see if I can see the sliding doors. Well, you'll notice that rug in front of the door. So I took the hose, and I was cleaning off Fritzy's little potty pad. I took the hose, and I'm like, well, while I'm cleaning this, why don't I clean out the track of the slider? Forgetting that the water for the indoor door is going to go in. You know what I was just thinking, Ruth? I could have sprinkled a little bit of cheese on that. We call it stink cheese. Could have sprinkled a little bit of Parmesan cheese on it. That would have been good too. Salt and pepper. So yeah. So I'm spraying the track for the... It's looking good. I'm like, yeah, I've been wanting to do this. By the way, I got that thing off the wall, not a spider. So I'm cleaning, which of course added to the list that now I need to pressure wash the front of the house because there's spider webs and dust from the road. One thing leads to another, right? Isn't that a song? One thing leads to another. So there you go. So here I am spraying it, and I'm looking at the door track. I'm not looking at the cats freaking out. I'm not looking at Fritz looking at me like, you're going to regret this. So I get the track clean, and I step in, I don't know, to get my car, to do something. And my foot goes splash. And I'm not talking there was a little water on the floor. I'm talking it looked like someone flooded that part of the floor for an ice rink, and we were going to freeze it. It was a pond. There was a pond in my kitchen. Again, the cats are looking at me, and Fritz is like, ooh. Somehow Fritz thought it was the cat's fault. So he's all yelling at the cat. That's all right. I just went in, I grabbed a huge bath towels. Yeah. Right. So, and the thing is, it's something that's been on the list, something that has to be done, but it keeps being moved because it's not stopping the process of life. You know, it's just something that's got to be done. So yeah, I had to mop up the floor. So in the hour that I've been up, I've done quite a bit. Oh, it's too funny. Good stuff. So I was thinking next week for our craft along, would you guys be cool with quilling? I would love to do a quilling picture, or maybe just one big something out of the books. So for book club tomorrow, I'd like to look through the quilling books and then pick something to make for our craft along. I hope that's okay. Okay, cool. I haven't done it in a minute, so I would like to be able to do that. Oh, forgot. Can we talk about Crochet Club? So I had gotten an email from one of the parents that she wasn't going to be there with her daughter. Oh no, Margaret, what? Where did the stream come from? Did you have a leak? I know sometimes hot water heaters get out of, like, the bottom. We had the bottom break out of one once. Yeah. Yeah. We can put a man on the moon. We can't stop the bottom of a hot water heater from breaking. Yeah. Isn't that fun? At least if there's any silver lining to it, Margaret, it was in the kitchen where you could see it. When mine happened a million years ago, it was in the laundry room where you only go when you're doing laundry. And so it took me a minute to find it. But, oh, Margaret, that stinks. Yeah. And I had 2 new people last night. And I hope if you guys are joining me, hi, welcome. it was so fun. So one woman, she was actually making, oh, nice. Good. Good, Margaret. One woman's actually making blankets to donate. So she donates them to hospitals, veterans, homeless shelters, and she was on like her 50th one. So she said that's what she does with all of her scrap yarn. She was making little teeny granny squares and sewing them all together. And then another woman came in with both of her children. She stayed for a little bit to chat, but the kids were just not having it. So she was like, I'm not going to drive everybody else crazy. I'll see you guys next week. She said, I will only bring one or no children next week. So she came in with 2 kids and a little, it looked like a bowl, but she's like, I'm either going to make this into a full bowl or I'm going to make it into a hat. And I hope she makes it into a hat because it was really cute. Her little boy that was running around would look adorable in this hat. And then I got another new person. She comes in, she's got 1 hook, 1 ball of yarn, and she's like, I'm here for crochet club. I said, awesome, come on in. You know, I get her a chair, this and that. And she stops and goes, I don't know how to crochet. She goes, I found this and this at a garage sale and I don't know what to do with it, but I want to do something. So by the end of the night, I had her doing about 5 or 6 rows back and forth. So far, just single crochet. But it was really fun. That hour goes like that. I might see if we can either start at 3 and go to 5 or start at 4 and go to 6. Because that hour goes by so fast. And if I'm training somebody or showing somebody something, by the time they get it, by the time they get what I'm showing them and get to practice it, the time's over. So I'm going to see if maybe I can extend it a half hour at least. I know that cuts into dinner time, but we'll see. It is summer, so, you know, we'll see. So it was funny because the woman that I had to teach, she came in and she thanked me like 4 times. And she's like, you got to ask Nick. Now, Nick is the guy that he's the lead librarian. Ask him. I've been saying I wanted a crochet club for so long, and I can't believe you're finally here. And she was just so excited. So really nice. And then the other woman that was making the blankets, she said there had been several. It's a little tough, Ruth. It is a little tough. It's easier when you're doing a tutorial because then they can just rewind and watch it at their pace. But to be sitting next to them and watch their pace and try to keep up. So anyway, the other woman that was there, she said there had been other crochet clubs in the village, one at the church, this and that. She said she showed up twice to the other one. Nobody ever came. So, oh yeah, good question. So real quick, I believe all of you are, but just in case, I did put a link to become a member. We are up to 9 members right now, including me. No. Yes, 9 including me. Stuart, hold on, guys. I don't know how he just got out. Hold on. Stuart, no. Fritz, Stuart, get in. How did you even get out? What, you made it? All right, you may stay on the deck with us, but you may not go down the deck. Fritz, you're on guard. Keep an eye on him. Sorry, guys. Stuart just decided he felt like coming outside. The door is literally open this much. I don't even know how. Here, can I see him? There he is. Stuart, what are you doing, buddy? He's 17. Fritz is going to make sure he behaves. So anyway, the link to become a member is up the very first thing I put in the chat. So Fritz, let him be. He's not hurting anything now. That just threw me. He doesn't normally. Well, Fritz doesn't normally let him out here, especially when the gate's open. But you guys behave. I may have to take a break and make another cup of coffee. Just yeah. He loves it up here. Again, it's like being in a tree house. So, and he can't get the birds here, thank goodness. And the funny thing is, Lori, I think a mouse or a bird would scare him more than he would it, because he's just what he is. He has lost a lot of weight. He used to be 26 pounds. He doesn't look sick in any way, so I'm not worried about it. I think he's just getting older and losing weight naturally. But speaking of cats, which stand? This one? Good morning, Marianne. Ruth, this stand? That is the wrought iron table that goes to this set that came from my mom's. Yeah. So, yeah, I may have to run in and pop another cup of coffee. I'm just saying. But that stand is the one I did my the resin on top. Well, thank you. So that's my mom's angel. And then there's the bowl I got at the last treasure hunt. This is a planter with one single carnation, or no, one single marigold in it. And this guy here, I call him Jocko. Story behind Jocko. And I'm thinking I might want to do one of these for our book club. I read a whole series of Dean R. Koontz. He's one of my favorite authors. He's kind of like a Stephen King, only more science fiction-y. But anyway, one of his series had somebody named Jocko in it. And he was a little troll kind of thing. He was supposed to be scary, but he was more goofy and funny. So when I got that from my mom, I named him Jocko. And then underneath, I don't know if you can see underneath, right here by my thumb. I don't know if you can make them out. You know those Easter Island? There's those heads. They have all those heads on Easter Island. My mom had this one. That's made of lava rock. So I took that also. Margaret, that's what I always say to Fritz. I'm like, we don't roll. There's no rolling. We don't roll. And he looks at me like, Yeah, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. And sometimes he'll just rub his face. And I love to kiss his face. And I'll go to kiss him. I'm like, what did we do? So anyway, that is kind of like a tribute to my mom, the whole thing. So I love it there. And so is this wind chime. So yeah, rolling in gross stuff. At the farm, as you can imagine, there's lots of gross stuff around to roll in. So I got to watch Fritzy all the time, which I don't see either of them, but they can't get out as long as I'm right here. Thank you, Lori. That's funny because my daughter texted me last night. She goes, by the way, I forgot to tell you. I sent back a question mark. She said, the other day you walked in the house and you went, hello, everybody. She said you sounded just like Grammy. It made my stomach flip. So that. Anyway, so Margaret, one of my friends, long story short, they're having issues with their neighbors. Their neighbors insist on feeding wildlife, which is fine, but you have to understand sometimes you're going to get wildlife you don't want. Well, they were feeding wildlife and skunks came. So my friend Deb got sprayed. No, her dog, at the time it was an old dog. Like, I'm talking old. Like, how are you still alive old? And the dog, barely went out, just did its business and came back in. Well, it went out and there was a skunk in the yard. And so this poor dog got sprayed so bad in the face that like they had to take it to the vet because it wasn't breathing right. It had like a reaction. So yeah, really bad. And I mean, sweet little dog, looked like a dingo, kind of like a little dingo. So the dog, rub it. So imagine the smell. And they couldn't get rid of it. Like, they took him to the vet. They took him to the professional, groomer. They took it. They gave him his own bath. They just couldn't gave her, sorry, her own bath. They just couldn't get rid of it. And I'm almost a little convinced that aided in the dog's passing. Like the dog just couldn't recover from the effect it had on its lungs. So I'm not saying the neighbor killed the dog. I'm just saying it didn't help with a very old dog, So now they just adopted a beautiful, when I say beautiful, I'm not kidding, a beautiful, what's the kind? They look like a wolf, husky, a beautiful husky mix. And he is the sweetest little, it is sad, Karen, especially when my friend asked the neighbor, can you please either feed them on the other side of your house or stop feeding them until we figure out how to get rid of the skunks, but they wouldn't do it. But they do have Buddy now, not as a replacement, but as yes, exactly, Mark. And he's beautiful. He's just so pretty and well behaved. He goes to school 3 times a week. He loves his friends there. His name is Buddy. He's adorable. And my friend Deb is someone who always has had pets, and they're always rescue. So she'll go to the pound and rescue somebody. Sorry, she went to find one the size of Fritzy, and she came home with Buddy. I'm like, well, that's a little different. She said, yeah, but when you're in the pound and you just walk by and you fall in love with each other, you know, right? So, yeah. Out of everywhere on the deck, Fritzy is laying on the soaking wet towel that I put in front of the door. That's my boy. That's my boy. As a matter of fact, Buddy is so well behaved. He's one of the only dogs that my brother will allow at the farm to run around because of his dogs. He just knows. Yeah, he's laying soaking wet. I think because Stuart's over there and Fritzy can see Stuart from where he is. So it's a strategy. It's a strategy. Good coffee. Yeah, it's cooler there. Now Stuart's over by the gate checking things out. I love boxers. I just think they're adorable. Lori, who's on here with us, she has a boxer, and he's just so cute. I love them. I love their little faces. Uh-huh. For 2 months. See, speaking of stray cats. Oh, that's beautiful, Marianne. Yeah. So I also have to be careful with Stuart because somebody dumped off a kitten on our road. Now, first of all, I'm very mad at every male on this road, which is the majority because there's only like 3 women on this road, but they purposely hid the fact from me that there's a stray kitten on this road because they knew I would jump into protect mode. They're like, yeah, well, we've been watching it. It's fine. This kitten can't be more than 8 months old. Black with green eyes, bright green eyes. I saw him the other day when I was doing the rock garden. I look up, and at first I thought it was my neighbor's cat. And then I'm like, oh, he's not fluffy. And I look, and oh, so pretty. That's a great idea, Christina. I don't know that I could foster. I would just be like, all right, give me it. I'll just take it. Yeah, so I haven't been getting close enough to the baby yet, but they know for a fact I'm going to make sure it's okay. Now I hear there are hummingbirds right behind me. Did you guys see him? I heard him. He was just right at that feeder. So I'm trying to get a little closer to the kitten just so I can check him out, make sure he's okay. People do this, unfortunately, on our road all the time. They dump cats. Excuse me, I am sorry. I apologize. I forgot I have the mute button. So the thing is, this kitten, it's a poor little thing right now, but once I get a hold of him, he'll be fine because I will leave food out for him. I might even try to, you know, befriend him, get him to a vet, make sure it's okay, and then try to get a home for it. We shall see. I've done it. I can't count how many times since I've been on this road. So many times. All right. Do you guys mind if I leave you with the sounds of the river while I go make a cup of coffee? It'll take 2 minutes. Yeah, good call, Christina. All right, I'll be right back. Watch for hummingbirds for me. Let me know. All right. I'm back. 12 rescue cats. Whoa. Sorry, I'm reading everything, make sure. I have a soft spot for all animals, which is because we're in their way. Like, Fritz didn't ask to be my pet. I asked him to be my pet. So it is my job to give him, bye, Marianne. It is my job to give Fritz the best life possible because I chose him, right? Good morning, JVs. How are you? Hope you got a cup of coffee. Oh, wait, I turned Nightbot off. Oh, sorry, JB. I don't know how to get rid of Nightbot or how to change that. I don't know. Ooh. Thank you, Christina. Whoa. Well, that's how I do it. I just rely on Christina. No, it's not that you're not behaving. I don't know what it. I love all the emojis. Nightbot does not. All right, fair warning. I'm about to burn my mouth because it's the first sip. So, yeah. So, Christina, that is my theory with all pets. They didn't ask me to take them. So I'm not going to take them unless I can spoil them and give them this sort of life. Look at him. He loves it. He loves sitting up here. Stuart, what are you doing, buddy? Yeah, if anybody knows how I can get rid of Nightbutt, let me know, because I thought logging out of it was fine, but apparently it logged itself back in. I don't know. Cheaper, cheaper, cheaper. So that bird is sitting right above Stuart. Let's see if you can see him. You got it made, Stu. You got it made. Fritzy, where are you? Isn't that funny? I don't like when I can't see him. I mean, he can't get anywhere. Fritz a bits a bits a bits. Well, thank you. I love when you greet people for me, Margaret, because half the time I miss them. And you let me know when people are here. So, Fritzy, come. Yeah, Fritz loves that too. Where the heck is he? It's making me crazy. He can't be far. He's probably on the couch because I left the door open. He's like, Mom, I'll be in here. He's not behind me. I don't know. Normally, I'm never where I can't see him, but as long as I can see Stuart, because I need to make sure he behaves and stays in. Oh, he's loving life, you guys. Look at him. Fritzy, come. If he's looking at me, he'll be like, I know you're just calling for the sake of calling. He is very stubborn. Oh. So on store for today, I have the whole dry erase board filled up with stuff, including filling water jugs and stuff for camp. Now, I have the water in my camper. I have running water, all that stuff, and I buy the drinking water. But I like to have extra gallons of water just in case. Like, just in case I need to, waste water. So, yeah, he just loves, look at him. That's why I can't deny him that. Mr. Fortunate doesn't want him outside. He doesn't like it. But I'm like, I take care of them mostly. So I'm just going to go ahead and, as long as I'm out there. There's been a couple times, to his defense, there's been a couple times that Stuart has slipped by my radar. That's not okay. Hide and seek. Huh. I bet you if I was eating something, he'd come. No coffee yet. I don't accept those words. Amber, I don't accept those at all. You finished the kitten. Oh, I need to see it. Please let me see it. I can't wait. Karen, you're really quick. You help me with my gotta finishes. Or you encourage the gotta finishes. I'm not sure which. So I think I'm going to leave. Oh, nice. Oh, where's Stuart going? Where you going, buddy? Oh, there. He's found a sunnier spot to lay. There you go. There wasn't enough. Right? Karen, quick. I need a blanket. Good morning, Sugar Diamond. Did you send me the email? I didn't check. In case you guys weren't on last night, Sugar won the Central. So. Oh, I know. I can't wait to see everybody's animal balloons either. It's going to be cool. I know last night started out rough, and I apologize. I really thought that yarn would be fine. That yarn is fine on the large Addie. It just apparently doesn't like the little one. So, whatever. Sugar Diamond, would you prefer we address you as Sugar, or would you like to remind us? I think you've told me before, and I'm sorry, I'm so bad at names. But if you would like to give us your first name, we can chat with your first name instead. I know. You know, I was in sales for a million years. You think I would learn how to remember names? You're fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. I always knew. Sugar. Yeah, so the smaller machine loves the size 3. I learned that live last night. Isn't that fun? By the way, I want to thank you all. Not only are you members here on this channel, but some of you are also members of my Buy Me a Coffee. And I thank you. And I thank you. You didn't have to do what you did, but you did, right? That's the song. You knew I had to sing. I sing every day, especially now that I'm waking up. The coffee has hit. Here we go. Watch out, world. Well, Christina, it's a little... Okay, sugar's fine. Sugar. Welcome, sugar. I should have tested the yarn before I started, but it is what it is. I was just thinking I could use the large Addy to make a giant balloon animal. But I am working on the tutorial. I'm going to finish that up before I head out to my daughter's. But I want to try to coordinate the fact that I get to the town she lives in a little bit early, because I want to stop at that Salvation Army and see what yarn they have, because they do have that big vat of yarn. I'm trying to see if... Oh, yeah, there's a big boat, you guys. Hold on. Hold on. Car sick. Oh, he's too little. You're not going to see him. Maybe you can see going over the angel right now. See him? Right between the wings. Yeah, so today I'm going to go on a treasure hunt for some yarn, because they usually... Oh, bye, Lore. Don't overdo it. Stay hydrated. It's going to be 90. So, oh, Lori, if you're not doing anything, we're camping this weekend, just saying. Well, thank you, Melissa. I do love it up here. Like I said, this used to be our camp, and it's only a half hour from what our home was. So as long as you make it their idea, I made it his idea that we should live here. And now we do. So yeah, I love it. This is my tree fort, and I love it. So. Oh, that's awesome, Sugar. Well, so the one that you're winning, the one that you won, is a big one. It's the 44 or 46 needle. So if that's not the one you want, I can trade it in for a smaller one and send you the smaller one. Let me know. That's doable. So if you prefer a small one, let me know. Because I can trade it right at probably not Hobby Lobby, but I can trade it somewhere and get you the smaller one if you like it. I tend to use my smaller one more than I use my bigger one, because I like making gloves with it. Look at my crooked pinky. I can't. So, Sugar, let me know if you... Hold on. Let me know if you prefer the smaller one. And like I said, I started with a cheapo one just to see if I liked it, and then I worked up to the other one. I'm sorry, you guys. It's driving me crazy that I don't know where Fritz is. Okay. Okay, perfect. All right, so I'll get that shipped out today. I just got to print the label, which means I have to steal paper from Mr. Fortunate because I'm out of printer paper. So, and I highly do recommend for any of you out there that don't have a knitting machine yet, start with a cheaper version of it, just to see if you like it, just to see if you're going to use it, because there's no sense in spending the money and then not using it. So, Sugar, did you see the table I created for my Addy? Well, I actually found it. So I found an old dry sink table, and the bowl that they usually put in was not there. So I just clipped the Addy on top of that circle. Yeah, that's the one I have, is the Addie King, and I love it. So you can custom make tables if you like, and you'll also see from my tutorial and from the video last night that I customized the smaller one too. I wasn't using that shelving unit that much. Maybe if I start petting Stuart, Fritzy will get jealous and come out. Oh, Stuart, good boy. You're such a good boy, Stuart. Kitty, kitty. Oh, there. Oh my God, you guys, he was right behind me. Margaret, I'm jealous. I still have tried to do the panel, and I still can't get the 2 end rows to latch. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, in my defense, I haven't really sat down and said, okay, today we're going to learn this. But I did make a blanket out of it. So I made the panels and I stitched them. I did the mattress stitched them together. Margaret, I would love to see if you do, or if you have a blanket that you made from that. I would love to see it. Just so I can pick it apart and do something with it. So I can see. That's awesome. Have any of you used your, oh, there's something on the lawn. Stuart's in stealth mode. Have any of you used your knitting machines to make blankets? I'd love to know. Or a sweater, or you guys saw that I made that one cape that one time. It was really nice. Yeah, that's my goal, Margaret. Well, now I have 2 goals. 1 is the panels. 2 is to set up and use my sewing machine. But I need a space. And I don't want to take up the space in the kitchen. I don't know why. I just don't want to. Because I slowly will crouch out into the... There's my boy. There's my boy. I slowly will encroach into the kitchen. There we go. A little bit. There's the boy. Hi, baby. Hi, Snuggle Buggles. All right, Margaret. So you do them in the round and stitch them together? I need to know, Margaret. I need to know all of the stuff about it. You must tell me. Please inform me. I must know. Now I don't want to do any of the stuff I have planned to do today. I want to go in and play with my Addie. Just saying. And I don't know, you're probably listening, but I want to say thank you to everybody that bought me coffee. I forgot to say that. I thanked you all for becoming members of it, but I didn't thank you specifically for buying me the coffee. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Very important. Very, very much appreciated. Margaret, I would also love, I'd like to figure out how to invite you to one of our craft alongs. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Karen. But Margaret, I'd like to invite you and have you dye something for me. I would love to see. Oh, all right. Okay. All right. Wow. Thank you very much, Lisa. I don't know. Every time I tell somebody, like the new people in my crochet group yesterday, every time I tell them what I'm doing here, I can't stress enough how much you guys make my day. Like every morning, I'm like, oh, I got to tell them this, and oh, I got to tell them that, and then even while the day's happening, I'm like, oh, I got to make sure I tell everybody this. So, yeah. Thank you so much. Oh, big pans. I'm excited. 54 minutes. That means I got to get going and do stuff. I don't want to do stuff. I'm having fun with you guys. I got to finish that tutorial first. But my brain is saying you should do the outside stuff first because it's going to get hot. But then my brain is saying, well, you don't have time. Aren't you guys glad you can't hear my brain? Well, but then kind of you are hearing it because it comes out. Karen, thank you. Well, I'm going to sit for a little bit longer and enjoy my coffee. I'm at least going to do 5 more minutes because I don't want to go anywhere yet. Fritzy, I really wish you'd lay in the shade. I think he does that on purpose. So, hi, Brenda. Yeah, I believe it was Ruth. Ruth sent me a link to creating panels. I've tried it. I'm struggling. I don't have a Centro. I have the Addy. But it's the same premise. So I really have to try. So Karen, I swear you and I are sisters. I can't. I swear. We're gonna have to check our lineage and see if you and I. Oh, all right. Somebody sent Margaret, was it you? Somebody sent me a panel tutorial. Karen. You guys got to understand, Karen, that is my world. You can tell, you can watch. My brain goes, oh, wait, oh, look, oh, wait. It just is. But to be honest, you guys, this is exactly what your morning would be if you were sitting here with me, because that's how my world goes. Ask my poor brother. He gets in between my sisters and I, and there's legit 3 different conversations going on. We're keeping up with them, and he's like, how are you girls? Would you girls be quiet for 5 minutes? No, because, yeah, I had to have a new coffee. I can't. All right, what should I do next? I got to finish that tutorial because there's a lot of people online asking me to post it. So I've got to take, I'm giving myself till 10. So I'm giving myself a half hour. Oh, you did, Ruth. That's amazing. That boat fountain is amazing. However, update on my boat. I did get that spray rubber, and it seems to be working. Ketchup and mustard. I should do a green one and have them relish, but I don't have any 3 yarn. Maybe I'll find it today. Ketchup, mustard, and relish. I'll put them out. That is too funny. Too funny. I suppose I could make them half the size if I did 10 sections of 10, but then that's getting little for my fingers. Ketchup, mustard, and relish, and I'll put them in a little holder. I could totally do that. Ketchup, mustard, and pickles. Pickles. Yep. Right now I'm working with blue. That's the only 3 I had was blue. So, all right, you guys, I suppose I'm going to get going. So thank you so much for joining us today. Look at Fritzy down there. Little boy. Fiddle biddle doodle duck. What are you doing? Make a big pickle. Nope. Oh, pickle with ears. No, I can't. Karen, you're killing me. I love it. All right, you guys, make sure you have a great day. Enjoy your coffee. Get done what you want to get done, not necessarily what you have to get done. Have a great day. I will see you tomorrow morning for Coffee with Kim. And please remember, always be happy, be kind, be creative, and be here tomorrow for coffee. I'll see you guys later. Love you guys. Bye.